Let's get you other updates now coming in from down south. Remember, over a month after Mirror Now reported the COVID death toll discrepancy, Tamil Nadu government has now added 444 deaths to the Greater Chennai COVID death tally. Now, the announcement was made after Reconciliation Committee, which was probing the discrepancies in the death count ever since March, recommended that the deaths related to the comorbidities should also be added to the death toll. The correction takes the death toll in the city now to 1,939. Now, on June 10th, the panel found that 236 deaths were not reported after death certificates from two of the hospitals were not uploaded on the Chennai Civic Body website. So with these discrepancies, that has now the death figure which has now increased. Mirror Now, in fact, spoke to the Tamil Nadu Health Secretary J. Radhakrishnan on the Chennai COVID death tally, which is being reconciled. The Health Secretary, in fact, admitted that there has been a lapse in comprehensive reporting of the COVID deaths in the city, and in turn, that has led to discrepancy in the figures that has been reported. Listen into that exclusive conversation.
So the Reconciliation Committee that was constituted after June 10th has currently said that 444 numbers have been added. What exactly has the report had? How did they come to this number?
No, there's nothing different about what they did. See, when you look at COVID deaths, there's a separate guideline for declaring COVID deaths, guidance for appropriate declaration of death issued by ICMR. When this was found around June 10th, we found that there was some discrepancy in what the burial grounds were recording, and under the birth and death registry, corporation maintains a separate thing, which again is based on the hospital information and the one which is notified through the public health authorities. So government immediately set up, Honorable Chief Minister set up the Reconciliation Committee. It not only went through the relevant period, but from March onwards till July 15th, they went through and found out that, even though the doctors felt certain deaths, the primary underlying cause of death was not due to COVID, they tested positive. As per the guideline, anybody who is tested positive, the immediate or underlying cause may be different according to treating doctor, but it has to be declared as COVID deaths. So they identified and said that these deaths, which also included a few home deaths, they had actually gone back, but earlier they were positive. That all hasn't, many of them were cancer patients or had heavy comorbidities and all. So despite certain opinion that it could be, but we have to follow a national or international guideline. The government decided to accept that expert committee's report and has declared the 444, and also as a permanent measure set up a reconciliation committee which will sit every week to find these kind of reporting challenges, because certain huge number of Chennai itself 102 hospitals are there. The understanding level on the COVID reporting of each treating doctor may be different. So by weekend we should reconcile those kind of differences also.
So where was the fault exactly? Were the doctors not aware of the guidelines, or how did they miss out such a huge number?
See, I will first of all let us say that if you look at per day average, it will be hardly 3 to 5. So when you look at a huge number of period, it will look as if it's a huge number, but doctors see, now though there is a plateauing of curve in Chennai, which may be just a pause, so we are very guarded. But during those times, it was the initial period. Many of the doctors, when somebody comes with a myocardial infarction or with heavy comorbidity, they did not have the full understanding of these kind of things, and you cannot do a concurrent training on reporting. Epidemiological reporting is different from what a treating doctor day to day, every day he is handling X number of patients. So we prima facie found that there was no malafide in there. Otherwise, they would not indicate in the burial ground report that it was COVID positive. So let us be very clear that it was purely unintentional, incomplete comprehension of the way COVID is reported. In fact, they are very confident in certain cases. They are very sure the underlying cause of death was not COVID. But still, when there is an international and national guideline, we should fall in line with that. That's what Honorable Chief Minister said, that every week let us do this. We may not have an equal level of understanding, for which separately we are going to organize training program. And we'll also have this coordination-wise local body, not only for Chennai, in other places also. We'll include the local body people also in this.
So to avoid this kind of discrepancy in the future, what has the Reconciliation Committee is planning to do?
No. See, Honorable CM has directed there should be a permanent, actually normally speaking, I've been in health, every year this, an annual reconciliation exercise is done for birth and death registry. Because it's an epidemic and notifiable disease, we are doing it on a regular basis. So now since COVID is an ongoing phenomenon, we have decided that every week a government order has been issued on the directions of Chief Minister that every week the Director of Medical Services, who is an appropriate authority, Director of Medical Education, where maximum hospitals get treated, Director of Medical looks after private also, and the Director of Public Health, who is a notifying person, along with the City Health Officer, will sit together and ensure that in case something has slipped out of the net, that will be reconciled and released in the subsequent press releases.
Let me bring in my colleague Pramod, who's joining me live, getting us further updates on this. Pramod, there has been an increase in the mortality rate with this addition and the reconciliation that has been done. But the larger question still remains the same. Why was there a discrepancy in the first place? Are there not enough standard operating procedures being put in place as far as collating this data is concerned?
It surely is a very big question because like 444 is not a nominal number. And the thing is that it is not the government that came forward and actually found out this discrepancy, but it was the media, it was the journalists from the state of Tamil Nadu who actually dig into the matter. They started questioning. There was we got information about a different number that is being produced by the Greater Chennai Corporation, where on June 10th itself, the death rate, as per that particular piece of information, was 236 in the city of Chennai, whereas the number that was shown by the state government health department was 177 for the whole state. So there was a huge discrepancy. We tried double checking it by trying to collect death certificate of people, and we were shocked to find out that no death certificates from the three major hospitals, Rajiv Gandhi Hospital, Stanley Hospital, and one more hospital from Tamil Nadu government's run hospital in the city of Chennai. None were actually on the database. So that's a reason we actually went forward and directly put forward the question with the health minister. The health minister first denied these charges. He said that there will not be any kind of discrepancies, but assured he will look into it. And right now we have the number after the reconciliation committee coming forward and saying that 444 names have been included. And now the health department officials are claiming that the doctors were not aware about the guidelines, and that's the reason they have missed it, which has made it mandatory for the reconciliation committee to meet every week and double check these numbers now.
All right, Pramod, many thanks for joining us and bringing us those big updates.